Some huge information coming out of cryptocurrency today, guys, you need to pay attention to is the depegging of USDC, thanks to about $3.3 billion worth of its reserves being locked up in the recent closure of SVB, which is Silicon Valley Bank, which is obviously devastating not just for cryptocurrency and for us potentially in this case, but for a lot of Silicon Valley based companies, okay? So this is a very, very real and dangerous situation. Someone told me that it was pretty much going to be the second largest bank collapse in US history. I'm not too sure how accurate that is, but it's definitely going to be one of the largest, okay? So some serious events on the horizon. Now, what's sort of come of this? Well, Coinbase, which also helped Circle create pretty much the USDC stablecoin, has absolutely ceased all USDC to US dollar conversions. So you cannot convert USDC tokens to US dollars, which is pretty important and pretty concerning. Also, as we're about to check in just a second, the recent tweet as of about an hour ago has confirmed this, okay? So a direct tweet from Circle themselves have announced that, yes, they tried wiring out about $3.3 billion on Thursday. That failed because of, as we know, the closure of SVB, okay? So it's very, very crazy times right now. So let's go ahead and have a look at some of the charts and kind of explain this in a bit more depth. So following the confirmation at the end of today that the wires initiated on Thursday to remove balances were not processed, $3.3 billion of the 40 or so billion of USDC reserves remain at SVB. So yeah, there's a run in the bank, guys. They just pretty much can't honor all of the withdrawals, okay, the conversions. They just can't do it because although 3.3 comparatively is less than 10% of the total reserves, that's still quite a lot, guys. That's probably, what, 7 or 8%? That's a substantial amount. Like, obviously then can't honor. If everyone went to Circle to redeem their USDC for actual US dollars, they can't do it. So it's pretty concerning, and that's why everyone is withdrawing their USDC. Now, if you are a Patreon, and I don't want to pump my Patreon, but if you were subscribed to my Patreon, you would have heard about this 6 hours ago, so you would have had plenty of time to know. And I've converted all my pretty much USDC and also DAI stable coins out to fiat. Now, my current sort of thesis is holding it on Binance or a centralized exchange, a reliable centralized exchange, is sort of the best thing for me. A lot of the stable coins, as we're about to see in just a second, are very, very volatile, and I'm not risking holding anything in a stable coin for the chance that somehow or another it is related to USDC, or the SEC or another sort of government agency goes after a stable coin or its parent company for whatever reason. I'm not risking that sort of stuff, right? So I was, about 6 hours ago, 50-50 USDC and DAI. And taking a look at this, guys, I mean, USD, it is falling. Now down to 94 cents, guys. That's big time when you're talking about a stable coin. That is a big depegging. Also, Binance holding up quite well. It's dropped significantly. Well, you know, comparatively, the charts aren't probably representing it well because it's pegged to the dollar, but it's dropped. It did drop to about, I think it was about 96 cents as well. It's come up recently, which is quite good to see. So hopefully that doesn't impact you guys too much. But importantly, DAI as well. Okay, so DAI is down a substantial amount as well, about down to 95 cents, which is quite large. Okay, so I'm quite thankful I got out, and you guys would have known about that many hours ago when they weren't depegged, if you had actually subscribed to the Patreon. Now, I'm not going to say any more about that because that's up to you. That's up to your provocative. But in saying that, guys, keep very aware. I'd like to track this every single day, and you know, everyone's going to have different opinions on what to do now, right? I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you what to do, but I am not risking on playing Russian roulette into any cryptocurrencies right now. I'm holding fiat in what I believe is the most liquid place, which is the largest centralized exchange, being Binance. Now, of course, Binance, as we know, does have liquidity issues when it does come to times of high market volatility, either up or down time. So yes, that is playing a risk still. I probably am running the chance of not being able to buy the tokens I want to, but I'm also eliminating the chance that, hey, you know, I'm not going to lose my net worth overnight because I've got it all in a stable coin or multiple stable coins, okay? Which would have happened right now if I didn't make any sort of changes, okay? So what I'm going to do is keep it in Binance. I'm not putting it in my bank because if my bank says, hey, we can't do transfers into crypto anymore, or you know, obviously onto an exchange, there's some big issues there. At least if it's on Binance, I can do some maneuvering, okay? So with that said, guys, think about this carefully. Right, I believe stablecoins are under attack, so you need to be very, very aware of the market conditions, and I suggest You do what I do and literally find a crypto aggregate news website and just stay up to date on the news every single morning. Half an hour might save you tens of thousands of dollars. With that said, I'll try to keep you guys updated, especially for my Patreon members and my Twitter followers. So take care, guys. Talk to you all soon. Bye.